Okay, guys, so I just woke up and in my dream it was weird because I had a lucid dream again, and this time in my dream I was like a red devil, and I think I was like a red devil. I couldn't tell if I was a child or a teenager, so I'm pretty sure I was my personality or alter Sammy. But I also think that my personality or alter Sammy, who was having that part of the dream, is like somehow symbolically connected to the Jin King Alamar, because that personality of ours, Sammy, is like a little Ifrit boy, or like he either is a red lion or he's a red devil, is his two forms, and he's a part of our brain. But he also, I think, was like symbolically connected to King Alamar in the dream, which is the Jin King, who is an Ifrit and is a fire elemental king of Mars, and is a god of war. Anyways, so in the dream, I was a red devil, and before that part of the dream, it had been Luise, who is currently talking. And then during that part of the dream, I think it was Sammy who was having that part of the dream. And we were at like an elementary school, and someone had just given us a bunch of popsicles, or like half a popsicle, one of those two popsicles, but we just got like one half. And I had a lemon popsicle, and I think the reason I can still remember this, is, even though a different headmate had it, is because the headmate who had it is actually a child version of myself, or a fusion of two littles who actually form me, but I am an adult. And I'm an adult personality as well, although I didn't used to be, but I am. Anyways, so there was like this, I was at an elementary school and I was a child. I was a little red devil boy, and I had just been given a popsicle. I was at some sort of, like, I don't know, like maybe indoor play structure, or like PE type of deal, or like an event type of deal. And there was like this little boy who had befriended, I think, who had like black hair, and I was a little red devil. And at some point I just realized, oh, this is a dream. None of this is actually real. This is just a dream. So I tell this child who I'm playing with or whatever, and I just look at him and he says something that annoys me a little bit, and I'm just like, well, you know what? It doesn't even matter, because you don't actually exist, and all of this is just a dream, and none of this is even real. And I'm just like, well, all of you are just figments of my imagination anyways, so there's no consequences, is essentially what I just said. And then this child like looks at me and he's like, what do you mean that none of this is real? He starts like crying, actually. He starts crying, and he's like, how can you say that? How can you say that to me, that none of this is real? And then he points, like, because there's like a garage door or something, but he like points and he's like, do you see that yellow house down there? And I look kind of hard. I'm like, oh yeah, I see that yellow house. It's like, that is my house. I have a mom, I have a dad, I have a sister and a brother, and you're gonna tell me that they don't exist? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, this is just a dream. They don't exist. And he keeps crying. He's like, next time, keep that to yourself. And when, and then I like, at some point I woke up like not long later, and I was just like, damn, that is the second time I've told a Dreamling that it's just a dream, so it doesn't matter, it's not even real. And for the Dreamling, they've been really like, what the fuck? Like, this is my reality. Like, this is real for me as an inhabitant of this dream. And now I'm like, that's wild, because they respond as though they kind of believe me, but they're disturbed by it. It, like, both times I've told a Dreamling that it's a dream, they kind of like had a realization that it was, it seems like, but hated that I said that because it's their reality. And I'm like, what the hell? That's like wild. Anyways,